So, of the hundreds of men that you've counseled through the years, what percentage would you say struggle with anger?
So 85, 90%. Most of the couples that come in to see me, one of the elements is why is my husband so angry? Why is my fiance so angry? Why is my boyfriend so angry? You know, uh, it's easy, John, for men to default to anger as a cover, because it feels masculine. If we say I'm insecure because I was cheated on, that feels really weak, doesn't it? I'm needy. I need more attention. I need more affection. I need more respect. That we don't want to have to say that. That makes us feel needy, right? And so the way to cover that up, let me just blow up. Let me be angry, right? That's our default emotion. And hey, anger was given to us for a reason. So there's a lot of healthy times and places for anger, right? And there's constructive ways to express anger, and there's destructive ways to construct to express anger. But the fact is, many of us, John, are dealing with anger, but it's getting underneath the anger and say, why am I so angry? Why am I threatened? Why am I afraid? Why am I insecure? If I do feel disrespected, can I learn how to talk about why I feel disrespected and actually articulate that in a way that my wife, spouse, uh, you well, uh, fiance, partner, what have you, can understand?
So, I know John Eldridge does this great piece, and he talks about, and this as it relates to addiction, but throw anger in there, fear, rejection,
Uh
whatever it
huh.
is. And he says, we can continue to throw medicine. Doctors are famous for throwing medicine at all the issues. But he says, until we get to the root of the issue, which is just what you just said, until we get to the root of it, we can continue to throw medication at it all we want. But once we get to the root of it and find healing from that, then we don't need the medication anymore, right?
That's right. That's right. And that's exactly why we can't just stop with anger. That's why I said we need to go beneath it. If we go with anger, that's why people say recommend anger management classes. That's putting a band-aid on the symptom, or, religious institutions will say, anger is a sin. Don't be angry. Okay. Well, let's see how that works out. When this literally this traumatic wound for this man who was cheated on by a spouse, um, until that's addressed, he may never have, because it doesn't feel so macho. It doesn't feel like a man to admit that hurt. That hurt him. That was painful. Until he acknowledges he has that wound, until he goes in and starts to work on healing that wound, he's going to be insecure. He's going to be threatened, and he's going to probably blow up and try to be angry. So uh, when a woman says, "Why is my husband so jealous?" Hey, why is he so controlling? Well, if I can control you, if I can control who you look at, who you in a restaurant, who you talk to on the phone, who you work with, if I can control that, then you may not start another relationship that could threaten our relationship. So when I said it's an insidious lie, that it's really hard for the man to not wear as a core identity that I'm not worthy of someone's love. I'm not worthy of someone's fidelity. There's something wrong with me, or she wouldn't have cheated, right? And until we can basically restore that inherent, I'm worthy of someone's love, I'm worthy of someone's loyalty in a relationship, then they're going to be threatened. They're going to be insecure. Uh, and a lot of times will come out with possessiveness, controlling, angry behavior.